Have a seat. Thank you, Mr. Simpson and our high school symphonic band. Outstanding job. And thank you, Ms. Harp, for the introductions. My name is Jeff Simon, and I am the proud principal of Payson High School. And before my speech tonight, it is my honor to announce that some of our graduates have chosen to defend our freedoms by joining one of the branches of the armed services. Would those students who have made this commitment please rise and remain standing to be recognized? As we recognize our PHS heroes, I would like for them to know that they are joining a brotherhood and sisterhood of heroes, not by words, but in action, protecting the freedoms of this great country since its inception. Having said that, I would like to recognize all veterans and current members of the armed services. Would you please rise and be recognized alongside our PHS graduates as heroes for your service, and as an in-action acceptance of our PHS heroes into their service. Thank you. Here at Payson High School, before we start any classes, meetings, or any gatherings, we do good things. I would like to go off script and share a few good things about the class of 2021. The class of 2021 has earned, to date, well over $3.5 million worth of scholarship offers. This total is quickly approaching $4 million, which is the highest amount over the last 8 years and might contend as an all-time high in school history. Congratulations. Lydia Scouten received the National Merit Letter of Accommodation, which scores her in the top 2/3 of all graduating seniors in the nation on nationally normed tests. Congratulations, Lydia. Racy Miranda and Trevor Klein were recognized as All-Americans for strength and conditioning and will go on to participate in Division I athletics in their respective colleges. In addition to that, Stephanie Ayers, Alex Hagan, Kylie Carnes, and Kyler Smith will also compete with their respective colleges or their respective sports in college. Congratulations. Over the past 4 years, this graduating class has earned a large portion of the 3,500 dual enrollment credits, allowing many of them to bypass their first and second years of college, and has received over $150,000 worth of scholarships from Aspire Arizona to pay for those dual enrollment credits. Faith Hott won a state championship in discus in Division III track. Alyssa Burst and Paige Creasy graduated from Eastern Arizona College Payson campus with their associate's degree before they crossed the stage tonight to receive their high school diplomas. Congratulations. Ashlyn Alton Reed, Ariane Bear, Autumn Klein, Emma Payne, Autumn Lynch, Cyrus Sears, and Lexi Ward all received their nursing assistant and or phlebotomy certificates, while Megan Sexton, Rosabella Grumbo, and Kaylee Perch received their cosmetology certificates, all from Eastern Arizona College prior to graduating tonight. Congratulations. Let's see here. All right, so I could go on and on about good things of the class of 2021, but I am sure you are all ready to graduate. So, in less than an hour, you will no longer be high school students, but students of the world. Graduation, excuse me, got a bug in my eye. You see that? Graduation is an exciting time. It marks both an ending and a beginning. It's memories of past dreams for the future. Holy cow. Pause, rewind, let's do this again. In less than an hour, you will no longer be high school students, but students from the world. Don't worry, I'll get it together. Graduation is an exciting time. It marks both the ending and the beginning. It's memories of the past and big dreams for the future. And in one way or another, we have all been on this journey with the graduates of 2021, especially over the last year and a half, as parents wanting the best for the children or the principal watching his daughter graduate. You know, I had it all figured out where I wouldn't do that, but congratulations, pumpkin. We have felt the pain of the losses that you have all endured during your junior and senior years, but as lifelong learners, we have reflections and insights from our own educational journeys and life experiences to help you with the next chapters of your life. We are all always here to support you. On your next journey, it is important for you to know that you will be taken aback by the adult world, whether it is work, college, taxes, insurance, or any of the other daily grinds that go along with adulting. Yeah, I know that's not a word. That's okay. What you will find also is that we currently live in a world of negativity, which is everywhere and easy to surrender to, becoming cynical or negative yourself. If you do, with all of your potential, it would be a loss for yourself, your family, our community, and you never know, possibly for humanity. You see, this weekend, principals across the country are giving guidance, giving graduates advice about life, relationships, finding success, and keys to true happiness. These speeches will hopefully encourage graduates to follow their dreams, remember their strengths, and embrace their purpose as they continue to the next chapters of their life. I felt it to be important that my speech helps fight cynicism and negativity, so we can increase the positivity and happiness in the world. Here are some tips and tools that I would like to leave you with in the assistance of the most positive, happy life possible. Start every morning with a smile. Even if it's forced, it will make you happier. Replace the words, I have to, with I get to. Smile with your mouth, eyes, ears, face, and heart at all things. Be a source of positivity, energy, and optimism in all interactions. Surround yourself with people that make you better. Believe that you can accomplish anything. Just the belief will make you strive for more. Make people feel that you care about them. Even better, actually care about them. Make people feel that you are listening to them, or actually listen to them, with ears, eyes, brain, and heart. When you gain or lose material things, remember how little they mean relative to your health and relationships. Try to build true empathy. Remember, we are all wrong from time to time, or we screw up a speech, whatever. Remember that whom you choose as a life partner is far more important decision than what career you choose to pursue. If you are lucky enough to have a true equal, someone who fills your heart with joy and emotional contentment, with whom you have deep, shared values, who respects you and loves you for you, no failure or conflict will ever get in the way. If you ever feel inspired, take action with it. Don't let anyone ever tell you you shouldn't. Remember, success doesn't find you, you have to go out and get it. On a similar vein, pride or fear should never be the reason why you close your mind to positive opportunities. When you feel stressed, take a deep breath and keep moving forward. Lastly, always remember to make today and every day count. So go forth with the next chapters of your life, but leave space for positivity, creativity, and your passions. Remember that you are much more than a job or a title, and if you allow your positivity and passions room to breathe, you might find that is all that is needed to help you keep moving forward. Congratulations, class of 2021. I truly wish you all of you, the very best, most positive next chapters in your life.
Thank you, Mr. Simon and the PHS Band. Next, I would like to introduce Alyssa Burst for the valedictorian speech.
First things first, I should probably mention that public speaking is not one of my strengths. So if everyone could avoid looking directly at me, like maybe just to the right of my head, I would really appreciate it. But seriously, this is a huge honor, and I am so grateful to have been given this opportunity. I might be the one giving the speech tonight, but I couldn't be up here without the support of so many people in the audience. My family, my teachers, my community, Coach Ball. And I know that everyone sitting on the field tonight has their own thanks to give, but doesn't have a microphone in front of them. So before anything else, I want to sincerely thank everyone for all that they have done for my classmates and I over the last 4 years. We appreciate you all putting your time and effort into our success. Now, I have talked to Autumn and Hayes a little bit about their speeches, so I sort of know what they're going to talk about. And I'm going to skip over those topics for the most part. Mostly, I just really want to celebrate how big of an accomplishment this is, and that means recognizing all that we have overcome. Even outside of everything that happened with the pandemic, each of us has faced a hardship or two, made mistakes, dealt with disappointment. I'm sure as I said that, each of you thought of something different. Maybe you failed a class, or maybe just a test. Maybe you, a discus champion, sectored every throw for 2 meets. Maybe you got your heart broken, maybe multiple times. Maybe, even after hours of studying, you still don't understand electromagnetism or how to conjugate in the imperfect subjunctive form. That's my bad. Mr. Fiala and Professora are great teachers. There are just some things that will never click. Big or small, we've all had our low points over the last 4 years. And yet, despite it all, we're all sitting here in shiny robes and funny hats. We made it through, and I think in a lot of cases, we're better for our struggles. Plus, it wasn't all bad, was it? Maybe you did make the basketball team. And sure, maybe you had a couple of bad meets, but you went on to chuck that disc 127 feet and win first at state. And while that breakup probably sucked, you had a lot of great times with that person too. Though it may have been difficult, we learned new lessons, experienced new experiences, and made some friends along the way. I spent a lot of time thinking about these sorts of things over the last few weeks, the good, the bad, the in-between. When I started writing my speech, I had an idea of what I wanted to say, but I didn't really know how to say it. Luckily, in all of my nostalgia, I went through some of my favorite books from my childhood, including a collection of poems by Shel Silverstein. Reading through them, I found one that I think really epitomizes what I'm trying to get across. It's called How Many, How Much, and it goes like this. How many slams in an old screen door? Depends how loud you shut it. How many slices in a bread? Depends how thin you cut it. How much good inside a day? Depends how good you live 'em. How much good inside a friend? Depends how much you give 'em. In simpler terms, my good pal Shel is saying that life is what you make of it. You are all sitting here listening to me ramble because you put in the work necessary to walk across the stage and receive your diploma. Each of you could have used your hard times as an excuse, a reason why you couldn't meet your goals, but you didn't. You took the good and the bad and persevered. All of this didn't just happen. We made it happen, despite our struggles. I hope that we can take this resiliency with us into our future pursuits. Wherever we might go, whether it be college or a new job, staying in Payson or moving across the country, I hope that we can continue to make the most out of every opportunity. And when we remember tonight, months or years from now, I hope that we remember it as proof of all that we can accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. You found a great poem that does sum up that life is what you make of it. We are proud of everyone for persevering and graduating tonight. Next, I would like to introduce Hayes Chilson for the salutatorian speech.
Greetings, staff, family, friends, and graduates. I would like to begin by thanking, on behalf of the entire class of 2021, all of you watching tonight who have encouraged and supported us along this journey. I think it's safe to say that as each of us put on our cap and gowns and began to reflect on what the ceremony represents, we thought of those in our lives who got us to this point. I like to think that as we walk across this stage, each step we take represents a different individual who had an impact in building our character. Whether you are a parent, grandparent, sibling, teacher, coach, coworker, or friend, among many others, the gratitude we feel for you as we step out into the world cannot be understated. Thank you. As I look out at my fellow graduates, I cannot help but be inspired by the immense amount of talent, intellect, and perseverance that is displayed. By being here tonight, each and every one of us has proved not only to the world, but to ourselves, that we can seize opportunity and rely on our abilities to do our best. While I understand how much of a cliche that might sound, I would like to point out that our personal bests, no matter their heights, lead to impactful positions. I mean, look at me, second fiddle to two other graduates speaking tonight, the valedictorian and the student body president, and yet I was still offered the opportunity to come up here and give y'all my 2 cents. And this sentiment is not just applicable to nerds like me either. Whether you're a student athlete who savored every moment on the court or field, a culinary student who made sure to put just the right sprinkle on your dish, a thespian who belted out those lines without reservation, or an ag student who ensured that Porky was as fat as he could be before the fair, you cannot forget the immense amount of power that is embedded within yourself when you go for the gold. And I encourage everyone to continue going for the gold in your future pursuits, because as Abraham Lincoln once said, the greatest way to predict your future is to create it. Nevertheless, I must admit that this quote seems out of place given the events of the past year. It must feel like none of us have been in control as disease, death, and political divisions, thought to be of a distant past, became our future. Well, understandably, no one wants to reminisce on this time. We would be fools not to recognize the years of life's lessons bundled into this past year. Personally, I find the "woe is the class of 2021" rhetoric to be getting kind of old. Yes, the pandemic has resulted in life handing us a truckload of lemons. Empty classrooms, season shortened, events canceled, lives lost. But we, as a graduating class, owe it to the people around us, the ones who've passed, and ourselves, to focus on what we have learned. How many of us who have not seen or hugged our grandparents in months are over the moon that they get to watch us walk across this stage? How many of us who previously took school for granted have now relished in the ability to be part of a club, team, or class? How many of us now understand the complex nature of the simple statement that all of our moms seem to have hanging in the living room: live, laugh, love? This takes me back to Lincoln's wise words. My fellow graduates, we have had a hard time predicting our futures because the virus stripped us of the power to create our futures. That being said, this puts the class of 2021 in a unique position to take the lemons from this difficult time and make lemonade for the rest of our lives. Now, I'm not just referring to if there is, God forbid, another pandemic, but all of the endeavors that each and every one of us undertakes. We are a distinctively strong and resilient group of individuals who now have a better understanding of what adversity is and how to triumph in the face of it. The tribulations of this past year cannot be in vain. We have gone through too much to let that happen. In every occupation, every pursuit, every encounter, we must rely on the best of our individual abilities to create the collective future we desire and deserve. I wish each of you success in your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hayes. Your class was handed a truckload of lemons, but lemons have several health benefits. Your suggestion of taking this year's lemons and seeing the positives and how you've grown is great advice. Next, I would like to introduce Payson High School Symphonic Band for the playing of Solus On. Thank you. That was beautiful. I would now like to introduce Martine Guerra, our PCS honor student.
Welcome to the class of 2021's graduation ceremony. My name is Martine Guerra. I am 18 years young and a current graduate of Payson Center for Success. I am half Native American and half Mexican. It is my honor to give this momentous speech here for my classmates in our graduation ceremony. I transferred to Payson Center for Success at the end of my freshman year. Starting a new school was stressful, which I'm sure makes most people feel nervous. Mostly because you never know how a teacher may treat you. But here the teachers treat you kindly and with respect. Teachers such as Ms. Young are always willing to help their students with whatever problems they may be facing, even if it isn't school related. I mean, we all have problems in life and it always feels good to talk to someone. When it comes to teachers, you may not always feel comfortable approaching one. But at PCS, this bond a student has with the teachers is special. It's like having another parent that will support you no matter what. The environment at PCS is one of happiness and kindness and peacefulness. I can say my experience has been great. I struggled a lot with going to other schools, and I was able to find myself and thrive at PCS. And I know every student wants to be in a school where you can be yourself and not have to worry about judgment. There's also less drama to deal with at PCS, and other students don't usually cause problems with each other. There's also accountability here for both online and in-class students. Here at PCS, some students may struggle with schoolwork and others may not, but with the help and aid of teachers, you're always able to keep up on your classwork. Teachers here go above and beyond to ensure that students have what they need to succeed. You also don't have a lot of distractions and it's easier to focus on your work. I think what sets PCS apart from the rest is in reality the relationship and bond that you experience with your mentor and how close you can become. There are a lot of activities to be involved with, such as the history trips with Ted to the Renaissance Fair in Jerome. Another awesome trip that many students had fun on was the Grand Canyon trip. The school promotes the future and travels with college trips in the urban adventure. Team building during Unity Day is a great experience. Mr. and Mrs. Alvarez's barbecues were a tasty treat each month. One memory I have from sophomore year is one day coming into the classroom to a dance party with all the students and teachers. The environment and the teachers make it clear enough why PCS was the right choice for us. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight and share with you how excited I am to have been a part of the PCS family.
Thank you, Martine. We're glad that you found PCS and it was the perfect fit for you. We're thankful to have a variety of school options in Payson Unified School District. I would like to introduce Mrs. Joanne Conlon for the Governing Board Address.
Good evening, graduates, and congratulations on a job well done. It's been quite a year. We have all been through a lot these past months, but here we are at the end of another school year, celebrating the class of 2021 Longhorns, heading out on your next great adventure. Through the ups and downs, you have all persevered together. It's amazing what we can accomplish when we are put to the test and dare to dream. We have to think big to address our most pressing issues and make the world a better place for all. We have to work together and we have to work hard. Just 3 months ago, we saw exactly what can happen when you never stop trying to succeed as NASA's Mars rover landed on the surface of the red planet. Do you know the name of the rover? Perseverance. Throughout our lives, we are met with challenges big and small, but how we persevere through these obstacles is what matters most. I think you have all shown exactly what it means to be a Longhorn, with the incredible ways you've stayed the course and shown great spirit throughout your school years, especially this one. You are all bound to do great things, no matter what road you take, and you should be so proud of yourselves for this incredible accomplishment. You are the next generation dreamers, world changers, and go-getters. And now it's time to take what you've learned here and move forward on your journey. Teach and learn from others. Make friends. Be kind. And do your best. I know you're all grown up, but I'll leave you with the timeless goodbye from A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh. Christopher Robin said to Pooh, "Promise me you'll always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Remember that, class of 2021, and you'll be just fine. You will succeed in ways you've only begun to dream. The world is waiting for you, and here at Payson Unified, we are so proud of you and wish you the best of luck. Longhorns, go grab your dreams. You've got this, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Conlon. Mr. Simon, it is now time for the Declaration of Achievement for the class of 2021.
It is my honor to report that these candidates have satisfactorily completed all of the requirements necessary for a high school diploma from Payson High School and from the Arizona Department of Education. I hereby certify that they are eligible for graduation. Ms. Conlon, I therefore request you to confirm the graduating class of 2021. Thank you, Ms. Conlon. Mr. Young, would you please read the names of the graduating class of 2021 for the presentation of diplomas?
Alyssa Noel Burst. Hayes Ryan Chilson. Sarah Sky Arhel. Stephanie Lee Jade Ayers. Ariane Marie Baer. Missy Robert Shakino. Autumn Elaine Klein. Corrine Page Creasy. Arjun Paresh Daya. Shelby Irene Dixon. Autumn Love Gonzalez. Haley Lynn Hargett. Faith Million Hott. Nathaniel Stewart Kammerman. Abigail Caroline Leonard. Cameron Ria Middah. Racy Sion Miranda. Emma Kathleen Payne. Emma Ann Parker. Rebecca Renee Rice. Lydia Camille Scouten. Megan Colette Sexton. Emily Jane Simon. Justice Elizabeth Tyson. Emma Jane Van Zyl. Caitlin Marie Adams. Logan Gray Alexander. Ashlyn Nicole Altonreed. Luis Angel Alvarez. Justin David Ambrosini. Ruby Benori Ayala. Paige Elizabeth Barnett. Vladimir Benitez Marcial. Enzo Sebastian Binney. Michael Lee Bogus. Cheyenne Marie Boyce. Amanda Jewel Branch. Jessica Leanne Berkovich Milligan. Dylan Gabriel Brooks. Zachary John Kincassie. Kylie Mae Carnes. Matthew Nicholas Choate. Luke Donovan Christian. Harley Marie Lidster Clemens. Trevor Shane Klein. Slade David Conway. Jacob Daniel Dalgai. Troy William Daniels. Marcos Udiel Dominguez Reyes. Connor Wesley Faust. Eunice Nalea Fierro Aguayo. Jose Ivan Fink. Jessica Nerea Garcia.